Welcome to Martechify, a community of marketing professionals who are interested in digital marketing, MarTech, and AI. I'm Ekaterina Konovalova, the Martechify program director, and today I have a special guest, John Murphy, who is with HubSpot. He is the senior partner development manager, and I really would like to learn more about the recent features that HubSpot just rolled out. HubSpot's Inbound conference recently passed, and I know it has a lot of really cool AI features. So I can't wait to hear about what's new with HubSpot. John, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited. HubSpot announced a ton of features at Inbound, and I think this is the perfect opportunity to talk more about it.
All right. What are the recent changes?
Yeah, so I think let's highlight the recent, like the notable changes that are really impacting the marketers. So I think the big things that I got out of Inbound were a lot more AI capabilities, data management tools, and a new strategic marketing playbook, which we'll talk a little bit more about later. But for marketers specifically, I think the big thing here is really the focus on data. We recently relaunched at Inbound Data Hub, which is our former operations hub tool. And really, the reason for this is that our customers really need a unified customer data in order to be able to fuel their AI powered growth. So being able to relaunch Operations Hub as Data Hub, including AI-powered data management tools, is going to help them transform their scattered, messy customer data into actionable insights. So really, the purpose here is to be able to solve for those growing challenges of disconnected, inconsistent customer data that customers may have across multiple platforms, which can really cripple AI's effectiveness, right? Because the cleaner the data, the more structured the data, the better AI output your customer is going to get. So with Data Hub, we've got new features like being able to use our data studio, which is basically a spreadsheet like interface for non-technical users to be able to blend all of that first party data and third party data that's been scattered across all their tech stacks, to be able to build custom data sets with the help and assistance of AI to instantly activate that data to segment their lists, be able to automate campaigns, and be able to have better reporting. In addition to that, the Data Hub will also review and make sure that the data that's coming into their HubSpot instance is clean. So it's going to monitor, it's going to find those problems, and it's going to automatically fix those problems like duplicate data, formatting issues, or maybe outdated information. And again, all using AI to power it. So the nice thing here is that with Data Hub, it's really going to help marketers, enhance their segmentation strategy, do personalization in their campaigns at scale, and give them advanced attribution when combined with our marketing hub, which is making sure that they have complete, accurate, and up-to-date information. So I think that was sort of the big takeaway for me. And then the other one too is Marketing Hub as well. So I think Data Hub plus Marketing Hub together is going to be really big for marketers to really lean into. So some of the new features around Marketing Hub was the ability to the ability to easily segment your customer list. So going back to Data Hub, for example, we've got the ability to use AI to bring in data, make sure that data is clean, and be able to build out custom properties and new ways to segment. And now within Marketing Hub, we can use the list feature, which is now known as segments, to be able to really structure these campaigns to target audiences in a more AI driven way. So what that means is that we're going to be able to identify which segments respond best to personalized content and create tailored website visits and call to actions for them. And it's really going to give marketers a faster way to personalize that content by creating targeted versions of landing pages or call to actions from one central place. In addition to that, we also have a new marketing studio, which is an AI powered drag and drop canvas for marketers to be able to collaboratively plan campaigns, create content, and launch those campaigns off to multiple channels within HubSpot. So it's really going to help the marketer take the entire process of creating a marketing campaign from idea to execution in one centralized location, all based off the power of AI. So I'm very excited to see what marketers can do with Data Hub and Marketing Hub combined together.
So many follow-up questions. One of them is when you mentioned AI data cleanup and duplicates. So in the past, I would see duplicate records in HubSpot, and then there's an option to merge them.
Mhm.
How does it work now?
Yeah, now the AI tool is going to be able to do all that completely anonymized. So the customer isn't going to have to go in and manually, do those record cleanups. The Data Hub tool is going to be able to identify those duplicates and then clean them up, right away. The customer will be able to see and just kind of spot check before the cleanup happens, just to make sure that no data is going to be removed. But essentially, the AI tool is going to do all the work, and it's just going to serve it up to the customer on a platter. Hey, here's what we found. Does this look good to clean up? Yes, no. They click yes, and boom, that data is cleaned up instantly.
Perfect. What about spam checking? So, for example, if HubSpot is connected to your website, you may have website inquiries from people that are trying to solicit you with their business. You'll never use that business, maybe some random offshore development team. So, is there a spam checker and automatic removal of those records, or you still will end up with them in your database and you have to manually remove them and clean?
Yeah, good question. With that, we would probably have to check with our product team to see what's available there. But I know with the rise of AI and a slew of new agents that we put into place, we do have a tool called Customer Agent that marketers can use to be able to answer questions and turn inbound conversations on websites into qualified leads that they can put into their CRM. So I think the an advantage here with the customer agent is that customers can use that to detect if there are those spam visitors to their website and then automatically make sure, hey, this profile seems spammy. Don't ingest this record into the CRM so we can keep it clean and making sure that we're marketing to the right people at the right time.
Nice. Perfect. You also mentioned smart distribution. So it sounds that there is a new feature that allows you to distribute content on different channels. So can you touch deep? Can we discuss it deeper and get a bigger overview of what it means?
Yeah, so I think from that perspective, um, uh, a lot of the tools or a lot of what we did for the marketing tools is being able to make personalization feel one to one, right? Gone are the days where, being able to personalize an email by saying, hi, first name or hi, company name are sort of like we're not here at that point anymore. So by being able to use the CRM data that's available to us, we're going to be able to develop really dynamic and powerful emails with the help of AI to be able to accelerate email creation and be able to leverage the CRM data to make these emails much more personalized, just making sure that these emails are genuinely relevant to each recipient that the customer wants to email to. So, for example, with the new dynamic AI email personalization tool, this allows customers to use AI to generate unique content for every single recipient, which dynamically sort of tailors the outreach based on specific CRM data. So, again, like I mentioned before, this goes beyond the basic sort of merge tags, and it allows AI to create actual personalized copy by using some of the CRM data. So, for example, going back to the earlier conversation around Data Hub, we can use that to be able to research recipients before pulling an email. Like we could look at, all right, companies that have recent headline news or if there are leadership changes. or the prospect or the customer had just launched a new product, we can pull that information from the CRM records into the email using AI. And we can do that in a one-to-many fashion. So we can tailor it to multiple audiences at the same time, but using AI to make that content very specific to that particular user. That way, it's a message that resonates with the overall campaign, but it's targeted directly to the customer and where they're at and what's happening in their world. So it makes it feel like the outreach that they're receiving is very personalized and targeted to them. So it makes it very easy for us to set that up, and for customers to really see the value in pushing these emails in a much easier and personalized way.
It sounds amazing, but it also brings me back over a decade ago when there were some case studies when Target knew that a teenage girl was pregnant before her dad, and it was a big scandal when she received personalized coupons for baby products. And it spooked a lot of people how much information marketers knew about them and how they would get targeted ads or certain messaging that freaked people out at some point. So I'm sure you've done a lot of testing, but how do you navigate that slippery slope where it could be too much personalization or too much information where a person feels that that's very personal. That's a lot of information. Maybe I wrote down personal notes about a record in HubSpot. I don't know, their dog died and they got a personalized message about marketing and something about their dog. So how do you navigate this level of personalization where it might feel too personal?
Yeah, I think it just kind of I think that's where the marketers can sort of lean on anyone who's in a customer facing role to find where it might be crossing the line, you know? So I think that's the nice thing about HubSpot is that because HubSpot is unified across marketing, sales, and customer success and customer service, the customer service team is going to be able to see what the marketing team is doing from a campaign's perspective. So whatever the marketing team puts together as far as a campaign, the marketing team can always reach out to the customer success team and be like, hey, we have this data on our customers based on your interactions with them and what you've inputted into the CRM. What do you think about this message that we're going to be sending out to our customers? Is this going to be too much? Is this going to be, coming off too creepy? And I think in that regard, it just makes it gives us an extra layer of, um, I guess, spot checking before a campaign goes out. So I think that's one of the benefits of HubSpot is that since it's unified and all the front office folks across marketing, sales, and service have one single platform where they can see everything, it allows them to pivot quickly to make any changes to a campaign before it goes out to a prospect or even a current customer.
Nice. So let's talk about loop framework. I saw that term in your documentation after the conference. So can you explain what it is?
Yeah. So I'm super excited about loop marketing. I think it's such a great tactic and a great sort of revision to the inbound marketing methodology, which we know is never going to go away. But I think what we found now with the rise of AI, HubSpot has really found that, the funnel isn't flowing like it used to. Buyers are now searching with AI instead of Google. So they're going to ChatGPT, they're going to Claude, they're going to Gemini, whatever it may be. And now when we're searching, and if they do use Google, we've got those new AI overview sections. So now we're seeing a drop in overall traffic. And HubSpot even noticed it as well. We saw that 60% of searches are resulting in 0 clicks. So if there aren't any clicks, that means less traffic to the website and even less conversions on the website for our customers. So it's like, okay, we need to find a different way to go about doing this. In addition to that, awareness is scattered everywhere. So customers are looking across YouTube, TikTok, Reddit, podcasts. So, they're spending a lot more time on different forums and different channels. So marketers really need to find a way to sort of differentiate and get their messaging out there across different platforms. So, I think the big thing here, is that, loop marketing allows us to really center on the fact that it's going to be a human and AI collaboration. So by using loop marketing, it's really a new way to grow, being able to power their marketing campaigns with humans plus AI together, to be able to go to market faster, uh, develop deeper connections with their customers. It's going to lower their acquisition costs by being able to diversify the channels that they're using to get those messages out there, and being able to continuously optimize, right? Because a lot of times when we're putting a campaign out there, it may take us 6 months to be like, oh, okay, this campaign was effective and here's why. Oh, or this campaign wasn't effective and here's why. So loop marketing really allows us to be able to optimize continuously and quickly. So I think the nice thing here is that loop marketing remains true to the principles that made inbound work. We're educating customers, we're creating value and building relationships. But we've sort of adapted it to this new AI. So we kind of break down loop marketing into essentially four different parts, right? So the first stage is the express stage, which is where you're defining your tone, your taste, your point of view, your target market, and it's all informed by your ideal customer profile. From there, you're tailoring that message by using AI to make interactions personal, contextual, and relevant. From there, the next stage is amplify. So then you're going to take that content that you've created for your audience and amplify it across all the channels that there are. So from YouTube to social, videos, emails, LLM search, and more. Anywhere that they're going to be consuming content is where you want to amplify that message. And then evolving that last step, evolving the campaign in real time, being able to see what's working, what's not very quickly, and iterating quickly to make sure that that campaign is effective and that you're driving conversions essentially, right? So if we break it down, just going step by step. So if we look at the express stage here, so really, this is where AI can come in to help customers express their unique brand identity. So they can use AI to create their ideal customer profile. So identifying who they're talking to, what do they care about, what are their goals and challenges, and they can use unstructured data like calls, comments, anything that's in the CRM to help them develop what that is. They can then upload their style guide to be able to define what their unique differentiator is, why they're valuable, why they're better than the competitors, and then being able to help them iterate and figure out, okay, what could a campaign look like, um, given our tone of voice, given our go to market, and given what our ideal customers are looking like. So that's what the express stage can do using the power of AI. Then, if we take a look at the Tailor stage, this is when we're making the message feel personal, not just personalized. So, by using AI, we're going to be able to enrich the data, like we talked about earlier with Data Hub, to ingest and make that data much more valuable. Building out easier audience segmentation using the segments tool to be able to use that enriched data to really segment down as deep as we can to be able to really make that message resonate, and then just making sure that they're personalizing the message with dynamic email personalization, and so on and so forth. So that's kind of what the express stage looks like. Then from the amplify stage, that's where we're going to be able to then take whatever we created in the Tailor phase and push it out to all the channels that we need to. So we're going to be able to diversify our channel mix, like we mentioned, meeting them where they're at, and then being able to use customer agent as well, once we start getting the traffic coming in to the website to be able to vet them out further, ingest that record into the CRM, and then being able to nurture them and hopefully, get them on as a customer very quickly. And then lastly, on the evolve stage, being able to learn fast and act fast. This new era of marketing isn't waiting for the next quarter to see what's happening, right? So being able to use AI to spot those trends, run rapid experiments, and continuously refine the strategy based on the live data is going to allow marketers to pivot quickly to make sure that they're reaching their growth goals and being able to leverage AI to make those pivots even quicker. So I think the nice thing here is that inbound is still very alive and well, but AI is basically being used as the marketer's assistant to make these campaigns much more impactful, easier to create, much more personalized, and being able to tailor and refine them as quickly as they can to increase those conversions.
Love it. A clarifying question about Amplify. So, are we talking about scheduling all content through different channels via HubSpot, or we're talking about some sort of a syndication? So, let's say if we look at programmatic buy, you use other partners who distribute content on different websites. So, when you mentioned Amplify, what does it mean for HubSpot?
Yeah, Amplify means anything that you can schedule through HubSpot. So really it's your paid ads through Google and LinkedIn, for example, your organic social ads, emails, video content on YouTube, TikTok, anything like that. For your programmatics, you can definitely use anything that you create within HubSpot to send to any, third-party partners who are going to be using that in a programmatic fashion. But really, from the Amplify stage, we're more focused on anything that can be sent to your traditional marketing channels. So, social, paid ads, email, you name it, is what we can use through HubSpot.
Nice. And my last question is about personalized video creation. Do you now use AI to customize video through HubSpot as well?
Um, we don't have a native video tool where you can create content, like video content at scale. But what we do is we have AI assisted video clip search agents. So essentially, what that is if you have previously built videos, it can help marketers find relevant clips from their existing video library to be able to use a clip editor to make those longer form videos into shorter form clips. I think this is where AI tools can come into play here to sort of help develop that AI content. So being able to use HubSpot's native AI features to figure out, okay, what do we want this campaign to look like? Brainstorm me some ideas of what this could look like, and then if there is a potential video that could be used within that, that's when you can use other AI tools, video tools, to be able to create those videos, ingest that back into HubSpot, and then use those in your campaigns going forward. So I'm hoping we get to a point where we can have that native video tools within HubSpot. Um, but as of right now, it's just more like the outline of what the video like.
Love it. So that was very helpful, John. I'm excited about new features. Thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you so much, Katarina.
Okay.